I think I speak for most of the people who have been impacted by mass incarceration. There's no way to possibly explain the wounds that we have and how it's practically impossible for them to heal. They tried their darndest to break us while we were there, but we were already hurt, we were already traumatized, and they just made it worse. So I became involved in the criminal justice system when I lost my partner at the time to mass incarceration. He was arrested on conspiracy charges. So because I lost my source of support, I couldn't keep up with bills, and my son and I were homeless. So I resorted to illegal ways of making money to be able to support us, and I was arrested. So my son lost both his parents to mass incarceration. During those 2 years that I was incarcerated, a lot of women would come back, and I would be so upset at them. I couldn't understand why they were given the opportunity to go back home and they would throw it away and just come right back to prison. And I didn't realize what the problem was until I returned myself. I had to fill out these job applications, and the job application would ask, have you ever been convicted of a felony or a misdemeanor? You had to disclose the fact that you were incarcerated, and then you would never be called back. So it was really difficult for me to find employment. It was difficult for me to find housing. It was difficult for me, like everything. I felt every door was being slammed in my face, and those are things that people don't think about. We are prohibited from so much. It's like they don't want us to succeed. Why continue to punish us for something that we already paid the price for? I wasn't able to find a successful job. I wasn't able to go to school. Everything was closed. I started writing letters to all of my elected officials. Even Obama I wrote to, and to all of the deans, and this one dean returned my message. The dean later helped me to get back into school. She removed some of the blocks that were in my record by taking off money that I owed until I was able to pay it back with other student loans, and I returned to Hunter. I started a community leadership training with Welfare Rights Initiative at Hunter, and that's where I started becoming involved in speaking publicly and speaking to my elected officials. And that's where I started to speak up about myself. A lot of my family members didn't know that I was incarcerated due to the stigma that we as Latinos the shame associated with having been incarcerated. It still is very difficult for me to speak. In that leadership training, I found my voice. I was able to start, even if it was painful, to speak up about what was impacting me, because I know that the things that are impacting me are impacting millions of other people, because there's over 70 million people in the United States with a criminal record, and only a handful of people speaking up about the issues that impact us. The reason why it's important for Latinos and to speak up about our experiences is because there's no accurate numbers on the amount of Latinos who are impacted by mass incarceration. People of color are 60% of the prison population, and I believe it's higher than that, and we need to know the accurate numbers so that we can properly fight for changes to be implemented to the criminal justice system. I'm a senior at Columbia University School of General Studies. I am majoring in human rights, and I want to change the world.